Right, good morning fisher people, I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV. It is Thursday the 24th of July and I've just arrived at Hallcroft Fishery for round 2 of the UK Angling Championships. And at the minute I'm doing okay. I won the first round. Yes, you can get off the floor now. Yes, I did win the first round, so I am leading the UK champs. Can you believe it? Bloody hell. I can't. So yeah, fabulous first round. Best start I've ever had. The best results I've had against this calibre of angler that's in the UK champs. I feel very lucky, very fortunate, and very honoured to be up there. How long will it last? We just don't know. Hallcroft Fishery. I love it here. And what I do know about Hallcroft, it can be very, very good, or it can be very, very frustrating indeed. Just to give you an example, before I won the first round of the UK champs, I blanked here in a Fishermania qualifier, along with most of my bank. So it wasn't just me. And I drew an area where I thought, can't win the match, but I'll catch 70 to 100 pound. Never landed a fish. That's Hallcroft Fair all over. So, where do I want to be? I don't really think about where I want to be. It is what it is, and you just do your best. You can only do your best. But what I will say is, I think peg 6 got me earmarked. I'll take peg 6 all day long. Along with every single other angler that's arriving here, they will also take peg 6. Now, to remain at the top, if you catch enough weight as well, you need one section point. And the way that it works in the UK champs, one section point is the best you can get. The worst you can get is 8 section points coming last in section. That's if it is sections of 8 today, 7 or 8, whichever it is. So I'm realistic about things. The best I've ever done here in the UK champs at Hallcroft is 4th in section. I would love to get in the top 3 in a section. Don't get me wrong, I'm thinking I want a section win. That's what we're always thinking. I'm super competitive. I know some of you think, he's a bit happy-go-lucky type guy, but no, I'm super competitive. I really do want 1 point today. But I will be more than happy if it was in the top 3 anyway. It keeps me up there. I'd set my target above mid-table in the UK champs. I think it's a realistic target for me. You've got to be realistic about things. These guys are fantastic. If it was feeder fishing, I'd be thinking a little bit different about my capabilities. But you've got to face reality. There are far better anglers here than me, even though I am at the top. I just know where I stand in the fishing world. But if I draw the right area, if I'm on fish, I feel confident I can catch them here. So you just don't know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of fishing. You never know what's going to happen. I think Andy Power's up there with 1 point. Jace Jargo's on 1 point. Dave Burley's on 1 point. David Wood's on 1 point. I can't think who the other section winners were. I think there's about, is there 7 or 8 that's on 1 point? About 8 that's on 1 point. So it's all to play for. I think Jamie Hughes is on 3 points. Steve Ringer's on 3 points. And they're quite capable of winning every match from now on, to give them 1 point all the way through to the end, along with a few others. So it's not going to be easy. Always looking forward to it. No matter what happens, I will still love the day. But fingers crossed for 1 point. That's what we're after. Can I do it? I just don't know. But I'm super excited. Let's get in there. Let's see where I get drawn. And let's hope we can have a mighty day's fishing again. So we'll see you guys at the draw, and we'll see whether I'm smiling or miserable. It is what it is, people. Wish me luck. Let's hope we can have a great day's fishing. So we'll see you guys at the draw. in them too. Well, as you've seen, I've drawn 69 moat outer. That's an end peg. I think the nearest to me will be 50 something. So it's on like a bend. I fished around that area in the Feeder Master winter pairs. I think there can be some big fish around there, I'm pretty sure. So 69 moat outer. You can't argue with that. There's got to be some margin fish turn up at some point there. I'm going to do what I normally do here at Hallcroft. It's going to be pellets down the middle with a method over at top. I'll be setting a waggler and a bomb rod up. Margins, might set something up short, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Looking forward to it. There's a good chance, you just never know with Hallcroft, there's a good chance of some decent points there. When I say decent points, hopefully top 3. Tids has drawn an absolute flyer. He's got drawn a potential match winner. He's drawn Croft 27, which has been winning the matches recently. Is a good chance of £300 off that peg if he gets it right. But you never know, it's fishing. Let's see how we get on. Steve Forster on peg 111 end peg. I think Woody's on 99. Not a bad area. So we'll see how he gets on, and we'll see how I get on. So we'll see you at peg 69. Fingers crossed. Let's hope we can have a decent day and not a disaster. Right, well, here I am, peg 69. We've got half an hour to go. I'm all ready. I've just decided to keep it as simple as it gets. There's a bit of a breeze on. I do think you'd probably catch shallow on a pole, but it is getting up quite a bit now, this breeze. It can blow as much as it wants for me. My plan of attack, it's going to be 6mm pellets down the middle. Not too far because I want to keep them accurate. With the method over the top, hybrid or method over the top. I've got two margins. One's okay. They're both a little bit dodgy, to be fair. This one, that's lovely, but it's quite pebbly. The trouble is when there's pebbles there, your bait can get lodged behind them. So I've tried scraping it with my landing net just to get rid of the pebbles. But that's quite a nice margin. And then I've got all of this right to the next angler over here. And there is somebody opposite, but I've got a lot of room here, and the wind is blowing up from the bottom here, and it's blowing down here. It's blowing into this corner, so I will be firing, even though I'm going to go to this pallet here. I've got all these pellets, and I'm going to put some bait at that pallet and catapult some 8mm pellets. When I did it from over there, it worked a treat down here. Will it work down there? So it's not going to disturb this. I'll not be feeding that until quite a bit later on. I'm going to feed micros, and it'll either be a bunch of maggots or double corn. That's what I'm going to fish down there. And I'm going to feed it quite aggressively, fairly early, and then I'll be discreet with how I put it, because I don't want to foul up too many. But pellets out there, pellets down the middle, and the method over the top, and I can use bomb or waggler. I've set a mugging rig up. I mean, you can't see any fish at all at the minute. If you see one, it just comes out and splashes its socks off. So it's deciding where I'm going to catapult. I'm probably going to go, the wind's blowing that way, so I'm probably going to pick an area and go somewhere here. I'm not going to go right here because I'll end up catapulting into the wind. So a bit just slightly to my left. Slightly to my left, a little bit of wind assisted then, and then try and keep it accurate and see what we can catch. I know it's probably giving him a bit more room, me going left, but I'll not be going too far left. So just, we'll see how the pellets are before I decide. You can't cast any out at the minute, but I'm just sort of thinking to the angler that I can see over there, it'll be okay. And then I've got all this room, hopefully, with it being so many anglers on, they might come into this bowl. Don't know, I've not heard of any weights coming off it recently, but you've got to fancy it with the wind coming down here. I'd definitely fancy a few over there at some point. Let's just see how we go. Baits wise, dead simple today. We're just getting back from Ireland. I've no deads, but the live maggots, I can roll them in my fingers, put them on the hook. They're 6mm for over here. Corn, micros, I've got loads of micros, some ground bait in here. 6s for down the middle. And then wafters, a few floats. And that's pretty much it. What I do know about Hallcroft, it can set off slow. You've just got to believe in what you're doing and hope that they turn up over that bait, and if they do, you can have a great day. If they don't, it ends up being really difficult. So let's hope that these fish are loving what I'm presenting today. And I know it works here. There's a lot of matches being won on this particular method that I'm doing. Whether I can win the match on, I don't think so. But it's the section I'm trying to win. I can't remember how many's in the section. I think it's 7 or 8. So they're all to my right, I think. Let's just see how we get on, people. You can only do your best. Wish me luck. Well, I'm just setting the line up down to my left at 4 pallets down. I'm just having like 1 minute casts just to set it up for later, and I'm going to put pellets over it, and after the third one it's gone round. Feels strange. Thought I'd lost it at one point. There seems to be a little bit of a snag on way back in there. And I have got a clip on at the minute, so it's, you know, I'm not going too far with it. I don't like having a clip on here because these fish are ridiculously big at times. But yeah, I'm happy with that. We're just about to find some more pellets out, and it'd gone round. So we can get that in. It's always nice to get your first fishing bag. And here's a proper unit. It's going to be a double figure. Yeah, it's got to be £10, and that'll do. Might even be a bit more. Come on, stop swimming into my net. Good start. No idea. Hey? Yeah, we've only just started, haven't we? Yeah. Right, we'll see you on the next one, people. There's some fish down there because I'm getting lined to death, and this is my third one, and we're 15 minutes in. It's not even giving me a chance to prime my other line up hardly. You're getting so many liners, it's ridiculous. There's definitely a fair few fish down there. Let's just hope we can keep them coming, people. You say I'm still on that clip, and I don't like being on clip on here. Trying to get as many wines on as I can. The other one were only about £2. This feels like another young buck, but maybe a little bit bigger. Bloody net's stuck in a bloody bush. Yeah, bloody thing. Straight over the top of the net. Bloody thing. He's putting a right scrap up. Come on out of there. Just as you think he's going to put his head up, he goes again. Got him that time. Only about £5, I think. Yeah. Nice start anyway. You know, you've just got to keep going, people. Like I've said earlier, these people are class anglers here. I'll put 5. I'll put 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, could be a little bit over. Could be just right, but I've got £19 in the first 20 minutes. Take that all day long. And I've not come off the flatbed. I was just using this to bait it up. And I'm thinking maybe for less liners, because a flatbed the bait comes off quite rapidly and you get quite a lot of bait in your swim, which can cause a bit of chaos, whereas with a little hybrid hopefully we can contain it a bit more. So we'll give this one more go and then we'll go on to the little hybrid, see if we can still get them on that. That's a bit further away than I wanted that, but we'll give it a few minutes. All the others have been blowing my feeder right into the bank. In fact, one went into reeds. That's just stayed perfectly straight. It's just to just calm down a little bit, but we'll give it a few minutes. I was hoping to be a little bit tighter than that because they're definitely up against them reeds. It's just that when you aim at the reeds and you get a gust, it blows it straight in. So I'll just give that a couple of minutes and see how it goes. Oh. Is it on? It is. They just don't seem to be, they're not like smashing it round. It's as if they don't know they're hooked. Doesn't feel like a big one. Could be a skimmer. Yeah, I think this has got to be a skimmer. In that deeper water, them skimmers there. Oh, this is a lovely start, I've got to say. Let's just hope it continues, people. See if we can get one a little bit closer to them reeds. I've just moved where I'm putting the wafter, so it's one of the first things that it sees. Just a light sprinkling covering the wafter. Hopefully for quicker bites, but It's got a feeling that they're absolutely smashing around it a minute. Alright. Right. Can't just topped out there. I'll just keep this line topped up. That line was going to be my main attack, but the way this is going, I mean, there's lines already there. Yeah, that wind, that's why I'm not going too far with these. There's fish around it. I don't see point in finding any pellets at the minute because they're just taking the method as it is. When this dies, which it will, I'll put pellets around it and then we'll keep having another look. And we're in again. Wow, I hope this keeps up. This will be fabulous. Such big liners, you've got to leave it until you think, yeah, it's dragging rod in now, because the liners are massive. Come to the top nicely. Come on, behave for your Uncle Nosh. My arm's dropping off, people. What a shame. What a damn shame. Come on, son. They're coming much easier on pole. Oh, he nearly gave himself up then. Yeah, that time. Oh. Nothing I can do about that, people. You got in my way. I'm back. I'll have to check that again now, won't I? Anyway, that's another 6 pounder. Oh, he's got a little mouth. Can't get my finger in that one. Right, we're an hour in. And I think I've got just over 40 pound, which is, I can't tell you how delighted with that I am. It's just starting to go funny there now, whereas they were absolutely smashing it as soon as I chucked it in. In fact, I had one, it hit the water, I let it sink and the rod just went straight round in my hand. That's changed. I've brought a couple of branches from out of there. I don't know why they've just suddenly turned up. Obviously I've been lucky to just miss them. I keep priming that line in front of me, so I'm thinking maybe 2 1-minute casts, leave some bait and then put some pellets over the top and just keep trickling pellets in. I've just had a little go. That's alright, we're happy with that. They're not absolutely perfect, Seagull likes it. but it's just the noise roundabout in that area I'm happy with. We'll give them some free offerings. We'll see if anything's turned up out there, and see how the match goes. I knew this wouldn't last, it just can't. So that's been in 3 minutes now. I'm going to have 2 1-minute casts. Oh, there's definitely a snag there because I've got it again. I've got my raking van. I should have gone over and raked it out. There's definitely a snag there. Another branch. You're probably thinking, why am I coming right back here? It's so I can get a few lines on. Oh, little indication. Hi mate. You what, sorry? About £42. I've got 42 on my clicker. Yeah, well, just setting it up down there, and rod's just gone round. I thought, right, I'll stay. Yeah, I'm ready for coming off. It's going funny now. So, how's everybody else doing? Would have thought so, yeah. Well, I hope so anyway. I'm happy enough with start, a great start. Just having a couple of 1-minute casts and then I'm off it. Oh, you swine. A couple of 1-minute casts and then off it. It's been weird though, bites are weird. Look like massive liners and you're like, is it? Yeah, it's weird. It's as if you can tell they're not fed for it because normally the rod just flies off. I'm on a clipper now, Rob, at the minute, and I'm not particularly liking that because the big thing's in here.
Yeah, you gotta hold them tight.
Yeah. I don't normally fish with a clip, but I thought going up to them reeds and that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was better when that wind was blowing as well.
yeah.
If that don't produce a fish, I'll be surprised. No, there've been some smaller ones. I've had 2 about 10, 12 pound. Others have been 2 to 4, 5 pound. Normally all big fish around here. But having said that, that's when I've caught them out here. I'm in margins here, so it's the first time I've been able to cast down there on this peg. Liner, go on then. Hell of a liner that. Oh, it wasn't, it's on. Yeah. Oh, I bet I foul hooked him there, you know. But that, you know what I mean? That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's how it was. Yeah. Yeah, strange. I've had a few like that when I'm thinking, what's going off here? And then you just pick up gently just in case, because you're trying not to foul hook them, don't you? And that's obviously caught it, that, hasn't it? No, oh no. No, it's a size 10. Don't hang about here with them. Made that change. I've gone on to the hybrid just in front of me over my pellets. think this is my third cast over it, and it's gone round. Gone funny on the other one. The other line, so I'm putting pellets down there. Rob's just been round. He thinks I might be winning my section. I don't know. Early days yet, people. I don't worry about stuff like that. I just want to try and catch as many as I can. Much better bite that one than down the edge. Believe it or not, it was just strange bites down the edge, like big massive liners, which is a liner, which is a bite. No mistake in that one though. Probably 5.5 pound, might even be 6. Oh, hang on. Come to life, nice mirror. Right, we're almost halfway through the match, and it's gone really funny. The wind stopped and the bites have stopped. I've lost a real nice one over my pellets out there. I've been feeding pellets down to my left. I've just had one about 3.5 pound. It might have been 4. And then this has just gone round straight away. Feels a better fish. And the guy to my right's had about, I think I've got just over 50 pound. He reckons he's got 35. It's a shame because I lost a real nice one. You can tell it was just a proper Hallcroft special. It's hard to judge how big they are because the small ones don't half scrap, like the little one for a hell of a fight up. This does feel heavier. I hope I'm right. Let's hope we can get it in. I've no idea how anybody else is doing in this section, but you've got to assume they're doing okay. Just as he flipped himself out at net almost there. And that's definitely a better fish. Smack in the middle of the bottom lip. He's got to be 10 pound. He's got to be. Right, we've about an hour and 50 left. I think I've got about 64, 65 pound plus some skimmers that might weigh 8 or 10 pound. And apart from the guy to my right, I've not seen many people catch anything. He's got a few in his margin over there, and I've put 2 lots of bait in my margin. I've just gone down to my left, and I've just gone past where my pellets have been landing. And it's gone round after like 3.5 minutes. Right, apologise about that. I've left the camera running earlier without me knowing. Completely triggered off. It was about 12 pound, and I've literally just changed the battery, and I heard it went straight around. So it's gone round for a minute. And I think I've got 70, 76 now, and we've got an hour and 35 left. He's angry. Proper bite. These have been different bites to what they were earlier. Just smashed them. I'm close in over there, so it's telling me that there could be fish in the margin as well. I've no idea. I think he's catching to my right. I think he's going short, and I think he's catching bream and stuff. This literally, I wound it all the way in and then it's just gone berserk. Must have swum towards me. No idea how to do a section. No idea, I haven't heard anything. It's another good fish. I don't think it's as big as the last one, it's a nice fish. Come in nicely. No, yeah, obviously not. Very nice to be doing actually. Really stick it out. About £8. Right, we've got an hour to go. The guy to my right is just catching on like top 2 and 1, I think. Been catching some nice fish. I think I've got about 93 or 4 pounder carp and maybe 10 or 12 pounder. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. And maybe 10 pounder skimmers. And again, I just edged a bit further along because I'd had a couple of casts with no bites. If I can get this in, this will take me over the £100 mark, hopefully. Come on, son, show your face again. Oh, that's a proper unit, that's a proper Hallcroft special. You can't just scoop them, you've got to guide them in. That's a decent one, that's a double finger plus. Come on, son. He's just doing what he wants, he's that heavy. He flies. Come on. I don't want him going down there. Get away. Get away. Nowhere in there at all. I just won't turn his head. It nearly went under my platform then. Yes, a nice fish. Oh, good grief. He's got to be 14 pound, maybe 15. Right, I've tried in my margin, I've had roach, and then I got snagged on something. Don't know what it was because I went through with my landing net. Lost that rig. I've gone back on the method. There's 20 minutes to go. The guy to my right's been catching really well. I think he's going to beat me actually. But we don't know till weigh-in. I think they call him Josh, I don't really take much notice of him. It's gone round again. This will probably be it last check-in. I've gone over pellets to my left. I think he's beating me into my right. He says he's not got a lot, but he has. I think he's got well over 100 pound. Just nice to see this go around because I've not had a fish for about 15-20 minutes. Let's hope we can get it in, people. Guy opposite's been catching okay as well. Let's see if we can get this one in. Come on, son, show your face. Whatever the result, I've had a lovely day here at Hallcroft. I cannot complain at all. He's got to be 7 or 8 pound. So I think I've got 116 pound a car, 10 pound of skimmers, which I am delighted with, to be fair. I just hope it's good enough and good section points. I really do. I don't know anybody else apart from this guy to my right who I think is beating me. But we'll find out at the weigh-in, won't we? So this is the last chat until the weigh-in, people. Let's see if we can get another one. Hopefully a few more actually, a couple, 3 more. Let's bang on the money. Right, I got the last one. Right, we'll see you guys at the weigh-in.
Well done, Gav. Well done, son. Second in that section from peg 4, £103, 4 ounces, Vic Molyneux. B section on Bridge Bull from peg 17, £93.6, Dave Burley. Big entrance.
Well done, Slim.
Second in that section, £66.8 was myself. Yep, even the blind squirrel finds his nuts sometimes. C section from peg 47, £171.14, my dad, Steve Cook.
Okay.
Squirrels and nuts. Well done, Dad. Us Oldens kept Bridget Foley in it, Wales Oldens. Second in that section from peg 50, £123, Jason Dunworth.
Well done, Jace.
D section from peg 9 on Mort Outer, £195.12, Steve Ringer.
Steve.
We'll spend that, he says put it behind bar. Second in that section from Mort Outer 6, £184.14, Ryan Lidgard.
Gone.
E section from peg 45, didn't fancy his peg this morning, but turned it into a section winner, £101, 10 ounces, Harry Bignell.
Well done, Harry.
Second in that section with £81, 8 ounces from Mort 48, Rob Ward. No? F section with £140, 11 ounces, got a perfect 2-point score so far from peg 75, Rich Evans. We think there's only other one person with 2 points, and that's Dave Bailey, so you can fight it out in car park. Second in that section from peg 81, £134.6, Rome Frizzell. G section. First from peg 105 with £195, Adam Playford.
Well done, bud.
I'll not mention it where 3 times default, but he got it. Don't matter, does it? You've had a bad day, son, haven't you? Second in that section, he's not here, with £176, 8 ounces, Ollie Stringer. Each section, move on to Moore Island from peg 2, £150, 12, Mark Price.
Well done, Mark.
Second in that section, from peg 23, £126, 6, George Robinson. Your last section on Moat from peg 40, £147, 8, Liam Hale.
Well done, Liam.
Second in that section, from peg 52, £130, 4 ounces, Dale Jackson.
Where is it?
Dale Jackson. There we go, guys. That's your sections, which leads us on to our top 3 overall on the day. I think he's already gone, this lad. In third place, from Moat Outer, peg 90 with £202, 8 ounces, collecting 250 quid, Dale Shepherd. In second place, from Moat Outer, 102 with £218, 12 ounces, Tom Calladine. Collects 500 quid.
Go on.
Which leads us to our winner on the day. Collecting £1,000, dare I say it again, His record here at Hallcroft on UK Champs is unbelievable. I bet his missus gets fed up with cleaning these trophies for Hallcroft here. So in first place with £290, 10 ounces from Mo 111, and second round winner of this year's UK Champ, Stephen Forster. Well done, Steve. Well done for that. Here we go. Have your check. I've looked that way just till that man there. Here's your winner, Stephen Forster.
Don't forget his check.
Don't forget that. That's it.
Right, that's the end of that round. Peg 69. I wasn't thrilled, but it was the end peg, which I was a little bit more happy about. I wanted to come in the top 3 in section, and I'll tell you what, the way I started off, I was planning on chucking a few pegs down to my left. I thought I'll empty 3 or 4 feederfuls down there. I've emptied one. I thought, right, before I empty this, I'm going to leave it 1 minute and then empty it. And that was the plan. And while I was waiting for it, I was priming the method line in front of me. Well, lo and behold, it's gone straight round. And it went straight round about 6 or 7 times. I'd got 42 pound on my clicker after 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and I thought, wow. And I think I've mentioned it won't last. I know Hallcroft, and it didn't. It started to go funny. So I've started putting a few pellets down there. I've emptied a few feeders. I've gone straight out over my pellets in front. And I've had a couple of fish. There seem to be a lot of skimmers there. And I've lost an absolute peach of a fish. It was a belter. I think I've lost 2 or 3 fish today. I fished on a clip down there to the left, and I don't like doing it. I took it off in the end, and I reckon if I hadn't have had the clip on when I've gone out in front of me, I could have landed another good fish. It certainly felt like the double figure type size. You can just tell with the weight and the way that it pulls. So I'm a little bit peeved about that, and I looked at the hook length, and I just saw a little sign it might have had a little, not a nick, but as if it had kinked. And I thought, shall I change it? I thought, no, it'd be all right, but it wasn't. And so, schoolboy error. Should have changed it, gone back out, and I'd have probably landed that. And it's been pretty much that. I've been swapping from one to the other, and chucking down to the left has been the best. I did think about setting a top 2 and 1 just at sort of 5 or 6 metres, just off the rubble. I did think about priming that, but I thought, no, how many options do I actually want? I know I can have a fairly safe bet with what I was doing to get some decent points, I thought. And it's pretty much gone to plan. I reckon there were another £30 to be had for me there, which I've not had. The margins, I've gone round with the net to feel, and the margins that I got were terrible. I just didn't like them at all. They were uneven, they were pebbly, and in my experience I've never done much, because your bait can drop into the pebbles, and my worst fears turned out to be like that, because there could have been a really good chance of having a good finish last hour, a good 50, 60, 70 pound, and it was never right. I even chucked a method over it and I landed it absolutely peachy perfect, and there was just no carp coming in. I don't think they can see the bait, because I think it falls between all the pebbles. It just wasn't right. So that has been a bit of a waste, and I tested it all the way along. It was just full of pebbles all the way along, and I think I should have probably gone, and it did cross my mind, just onto the mud line. Well, I'm saying mud line, between the rubble and the mud at sort of 5 metres, maybe to my right or to my left. And I should have probably primed that and fished maybe double dendra or double corn or meat. Did cross my mind, and I thought, no, I think I'll get some in the margin. That was something going through my mind, even though I didn't particularly like it, and I think I made a mistake there. But all in all, again, the method, it's worked okay. And the guy to my right started catching quite a few, and everybody was admitting to £120. I'd got 123 on my clicker altogether. sorry, 120 and a few skimmers, and I've actually weighed 123 pounds 8 ounces or something like that. And that has been, I was told it was 3rd in section, which I was like, well, I'm happy with that, because it can be a nightmare here, absolute nightmare. And to be fair, it's fished quite well, and there's been a lot of weights over £100, but it's actually given me 4th in section. So I've got 5 points after 2 rounds. A little bit disappointed, but not too disappointed, because at the end of the day, yeah, I won the first match. My target is to finish above halfway. We've got rookery next. I've never done any better than last in section, or second last in section there. I've got to get my finger out at rookery, but I'm still up there. Just you know, 2 fish, £140 won the section, 134 has come second, 130 has come third. A couple more of those decent fish, it could have easily been a section win. But that's fishing for you, and that's why we keep going back. So there we go. I'm not too disappointed, because I've only got 5 points and that's a record for me, so it smiles all round for Nosh. But rookery next, can I get in the top 3 in section there? Because I'll tell you what, if I ended up in the top 10, I'd be highly delighted. So I'm thereabouts, I'm not miles off. Could do with a section win at rookery. Going off past performance, it seems pretty impossible, but you just never know. Things are looking up for me a little bit this year. I'm having a good run. Let's see if we can do better than last in section. So I hope you've enjoyed the second round of the UK Champs at Hallcroft Fishery. Woody's had £135, nearly £135, £136, and he's come 7th in section, just to show how it's fished down there. There's been some great weights down there. Steve Forster, he's an absolute genius, that kid at Hallcroft. I've never known him lose. He just seems to win every time he comes here. He's great. So well done, Stephen Forster, on the win. You are this week's UK Champs mightiest fisherman. He had £297 off end peg 111. Steve Ringer's won his section, so he's on 4 points now. Dave Burley, and I can't remember the guy who was in my section who had £140, he's won his section. Something, is it Rich Evans? I can't remember. He's also on 2 points, so they are your 2 leaders, Dave Burley and Mr. Evans. I think it's Evans. So I do apologise. They're your 2 leaders on 2 points. I'm on 5 points. I'm doing okay. So looking forward to the next round. Hope you enjoyed it, people. Don't forget, absolutely free to subscribe to this channel. And if you click that notification bell, you get all our videos as we upload them. And a thumbs up would be very, very nice. And don't forget, thank you very much, Andy Kinder, for organising and all the weigh-ins. They are the fastest weigh-ins in the UK, so well done, guys. And we'll see you lot on the next round at Rookery Waters. Toodaloo.